It was a great listening to you, Gaurav and Aditya. Like, so I'm also in the industry since 2005. Did my journalism and always at the back, like, creating content, and has been watching how the world of content has been, evolving. So I will try to share a bit from my side, the story of content. You have been talking about, Aditya has been, you have been talking about trends, like ephemeral content, the content which you mean marketing. You are just, trying to create value out of the moment. It comes, it goes, and there again, like we have thousands and lakhs of versions of the same creative. That is a different kind of content. Now I'll be talking about the long form content, and because words have the power, they can change perceptions. We have seen authority content, our websites need content, our assets, they require content. So we have been seeing evolution of content since, like, I know, I will try to share my bit. So 2023 is an important year in the content domain, definitely. So in November, just 1 year back, like ChatGPT came, and we have seen, like in April 2023, I read somewhere, 156 AI tools have already been launched since the ChatGPT had come. So we all are using AI tools, we share it or not, but we are using it, and we are trying newer tools every day. And that is it. So in 1996, Bill Gates had said, content is a king. In his essay, Gates had clearly said, the next decade is going to be of the content marketers. What broadcasting had done in last 50 years, content is going to do in 10 years or the coming time. And we have seen this, content is a kingdom now. It's no longer a written word, an article. We saw the blog, Web 2.0, then came the videos. Now we have so many platforms, and each platform has its own style of content. But what binds these content? See, this is like when we go for the journey of the user, it's like so there's so many formats of content. Like top of the funnel, you concentrate on some forms of content. In the middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, the messaging has to be consistent. Even if I'm playing with different formats, messaging has to be consistent. And there, the content writer, the poor content writer and the team of content writers, the editors, the strategist who is, planning content for omni-channels. This is what, like, maybe ChatGPT can give me, the list of content, as Gaurav pointed out. We can create, hundreds of logos in few minutes. But then, if the brand wants something specific, if I want to stand out, who will do that for me? We need humans, because we are creating content for humans. We need narrative. We need to, I'm not saying that AI cannot create, a great campaign. AI is an enabler. It's means to the end. Functioning has changed, but the basics, since like in 2002, what I studied in my journalism school, then when I applied from 2005 to 2012, till the Panda update of the Google came, and we focused on the content, the quality of the content. And the whole industry started, social media was there. In 2008, when Facebook came and then other social media channels came, the delivery, it seemed as if the world is going to change now. But it never changed. Every time, every 4 or 5 years, Google updates its algorithms. Then there is a focus on quality. So it's mind-boggling, forms of content which is coming to the industry, and the content creators, they are struggling, they're trying to, stay in the game. Nobody is taking your job. Ultimately, it's a human who is generating, prompts for the AI tool. So be confident, create your strategies, think different, and be in the game. You can do wonders. Like, it has multiplied your game. So since 1998, Google has made thousands of updates to its search algorithm. This year, helpful content, eat, hidden gems, these updates had already out. You must be aware. So why are we talking about sustainability in marketing? So here I want to touch upon 2 points. Content has the capacity to make the perceptions, right? And sustainability is not only about fossil fuels, it's not only a social issue, but marketers, as we were discussing in the morning, Adityan, marketing is the department which is actually misusing paper. We actually, to develop that messaging, we are not actually playing with the sustainability game. But what we are doing is we are building a message which can bring a change of sustainability and which is very important. Why sustainability is important for my brand? Because I am talking about the earth. I'm talking about factors which matter to humans. I'm talking about the stories which are valuable for my brand and for my audience as well. People don't want to hear about your brand only, your products only. They want to hear the stories which matter to them, which is affecting their lives. Whenever any brand is able to talk about the touch points of the audience, only those campaigns are the most popular campaigns. So sustainable marketing is not deviating from your product, it's communicating valuable, trust-building, and responsible brand message. Because users today are looking for authenticity and purpose. Now I will come to the trends, which I think will dominate 2024 and coming from 2023, videos. We have seen videos have been like, everybody saying videos will be like, videos are the future. With the AI tools, we have seen we can create hundreds of videos in a month, maybe more than that. But then again, in my marketing paradigm, I need to create all formats of content. I need to create short form videos for YouTube and Instagram Reels. Reels, they stay there for 24 hours. I need to, check box that area also, but I also need a brand TVC. So I need specialists for all forms of content. Video is going to be there, and we have webinars, we have podcasts, we have different formats. So all this is easy to consume, stays with the audience. Videos are going to be future, they will stay. Search engine marketing, we all hear like, we are not working for search engines, but search engines matter. We are always, as marketers, this is the truth, we are always working for search engines. We don't ignore Google at all. Even if there are platform-driven traffic we are generating, we are trying to create our own assets. And we do create, we are able to, create our own followers. That is a continuous process. We cannot ignore Google. So we all are working for search engine result pages. We want to rank there high. So that is, again, I don't see SERPs going out from our priorities, even in the next decade. With so many tools, maybe the game will be more faster. We need to be more dynamic in creating our strategies, but this is going to be there. That is what I believe. And again, pitch the idea. But where is the differentiator? Why would anybody want to engage? Why would my TG would engage with me? The prospects would want to come to my brand. There's so many options out there. It's no longer about it's no longer this is my, like I'm a fan of this brand and I want to go to this brand only. Maybe a person who is 60 years old today, maybe he's doing all his banking from HDFC Bank. He's the loyal customer. But the son, maybe the son doesn't want to go to HDFC Bank. He wants to maybe use an aggregator. Paisa Bazaar is more comfortable for them. So the journeys have changed. This is why we have this neo-banking concept which banks are adopting. Banks are buying the smaller players. They are creating their own niche. For brokers, I can say the hybrid brokers are there, the legacy brokers, but discounted brokers, when during Corona time, during the pandemic, it was said that discounted brokers are the future. But it doesn't mean that. There are people who want to engage, they want their own broker. They want to talk on the phone and fix the game. So there are all types of customers. For marketers, what is important is how differently they can touch their own niche. Every disruption has an advantage. It brings, it brings competition. With Uber, black taxis are out, but then we saw such huge, services, and who is the winner? The user. So co-branding is the future. Brands are coming together. If I am saying on my brand page, I am providing a very great service for you, the audience might not, engage with me. But if my direct or indirect player in the market is saying, this brand is providing fantastic service, the influencers, the concept of influencers has come from this only. When an influencer, nano influencer says, I use this product, the conversions are better. So co-branding, alliances, relationships building is very important, and it is going to be important trend for next year. So we have already heard a lot about AI. AI is an enabler. It is there. It has changed the way the game is being played, and people are, experimenting with AI. This is very good for the industry. So AI will be there. I don't know, like maybe next month we have something, Chat GPT 4.5 or 5, and the things like, so it all depends. Like we cannot predict the future, but AI is definitely a friend. And a marketer who has the skills to use those tools is going to stay in the game. It's not about creating blogs, website content, or writing PR articles, or creating social media strategy. A marketer today has to wear all the hats. It has always been like that, but those hats, like maybe in 2010 or 12, there were 5 hats. Now you're wearing 40 hats altogether. The game is so dynamic. So AI is your friend. Adopt it, scale it up, and create innovation. That is the message which will remain. And how do you do that? Have a written content marketing strategy. Written content will never lose its charm. Take it for, this is what I believe, since 2002, from being a student in journalism to a content head for a content agency, then taking a sabbatical of 5-6 years, and then coming back to the industry as a journalist, then joining a PR, as a PR analyst, writing authority articles, and changing my hats, I have realized this, the value of written content never loses. The written content has actually helped me again make my mark in the industry after a sabbatical of 5 years. So written content is very important. Document your strategies. Because these days, I cannot make a strategy and keep working throughout the year or quarter. Even in a quarter, I need to, revisit my strategy because trends have changed. The way my competitor is working, the landscape is changed. So I need to revisit, I need to experiment. So experimentation always has to be there in the content marketing plan. So we need to always write it and understand, revisit it, and make the changes as required. So always document your strategy. Don't depend on the history of your tools, that the strategy is there, I can go back there. It can crash anytime. The old habits die hard, but they are good ones. Second is for brands. I am not talking about agency right now. Prioritize marketing budgets. Many a times, like brands think that marketing is allowing, it's not, creating leads directly, or leads are being created very slowly. Marketing budgets are important. We are working on the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel. It takes time from top to bottom. And the best thing marketing is doing is nurturing the converted leads, bringing the repeat customer. So marketing budgets are important and should be like, if the marketing teams could, make CEOs understand how important marketing budgets are, like this is one fight which we all play and it stays there. So marketing budgets needs to be important. And third point is creativity. I don't think agencies are going to shut because of AI. Because creativity is very subjective, but creativity is very important also. Sometimes very simple thing could be creative. You don't need, fancy words or, हटके सोचना is there, ठीक है? But sometimes simple चीज कोई बोलता नहीं है. Because we want to be it very, unique, something. Sometimes simple is creative, simple is to the point, and simple is something which connects with your audience. So human aspect is very important. Always add creativity to your plan. Whenever there is a person in your team who is bringing a new idea, do think over it, do experiment. Experimentation is what is going to put you in a different stage. Otherwise, you are going to do the same stuff everyone is doing. If you want to stand out and you want to create a niche for yourself, you want to create followers, you want to create fans, you want mentions across the platforms, you need to invest into your community building and do creative stuff. Then fourth point is again, prioritize your content marketing team. It's the human generated prompts which is going to get you the best of the work from your tools. So prioritize humans, reward those. Like I really like the idea Gaurav shared, that every team should have a member who is playing with a tool and they should use that creatively and they should create value. So that value has to be appreciated. This is very important. If we want to protect our industry from this, bombardment of tools and everything, this is good for us. But we need to create niche. We need to differentiate. Okay, this is good work. Let's reward the good work also. That's very important. Measuring return on investment on tools, on marketing budget is a debatable issue. This has always been challenging for teams, but this is what we always have to define, we have to justify. So that is also there. Otherwise, you will not get, the budget for the next year. So ROI का scope हमेशा होना चाहिए आपके plan में. This is very important. And audit and revisit strategy and be consistent. Consistency is something which rewards even even if you just start with the one channel or few ideas. You are a small brand, you do not have budget, and maybe you are, these days, one person can start a marketing plan with so many tools, so many aids are there. So you need not, be a very 100,000 or 1 lakh, 2 lakh. You can start organically your marketing plans. So what is important is audit and revisit and be consistent. Consistency always rewards you. Just try this one reel every day for 1 month for a brand and see your Instagram reach. These are small things, like whenever you do consistently, it rewards you. Do authority articles for consistently and create value for your users. It's not about like you are using, I completely agree. It's very easy to create a travel blog using an AI. I can create hundreds of lists, listicles, how-tos and everything. But those will not create value to it, value to the end customer, and those articles or blogs will not be read at all. They will just go into the rut. If you want to create value for your users, if you want your brand to be recalled, if you want your articles to be bookmarked, mind it, articles are still bookmarked. We do bookmark the good tools, we do bookmark the good sources, we do buy books. Books, abhi bhi books बिक रही हैं, and I buy books. So books, e-books or books are important, so create value for your users. Every marketing piece, if we have 25, 30 formats to work on, the value has to be created for the user. This is it. Keep creating content, valuable content, and this way your marketing plans will sustain. You can sustain your brand, your marketing plan, and for planet, when you add the voice for goodness of whole human race, that is going to save all of us, and that is very important. So sustainability is something we need to contribute to in our capacities. That's it from me. Thank you so much.